Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go through some second worst kind of people on this planet. Are you still thinking who the first worst kind of people are? They're definitely the people who don't call them out when they cough. So cheaters. Most of us have been cheated on, and it's not the worst thing that can happen in your life, but it's definitely on the top somewhere. So hopefully today's video reminds us of how dumb we were and serves as a relatable piece of content amongst million others on YouTube. So let's get started. Thanks to this subreddit called Infidelity, from where I'll be sourcing all of my content and making fun of the people there or miserably failing at it. One of the two. Do not text your cheater back after this. Not now, not after this, never. Not worth it. Caught her on camera. My post got removed from a different sub, so I hope this is okay here. I'm not really sure why I'm posting, maybe just to get it off my chest.
Such a beautiful day. Phew.
Me, 22 male, and my now ex, 21 female, have been together almost 2 years. I just left her last night because I saw her bringing another guy into her apartment on the cameras. We got to monitor the place. She cheated on me before, once with a guy out of town, another with a Twitter account, and another just through text. I forgave her all 3 times because of a couple reasons. I loved her, and I somehow convinced myself that it wasn't a big deal and that it was somehow justified. I was embarrassed by what had happened and didn't want anyone to know. I've never had someone treat me so poorly and with so much disrespect. Being taken advantage of and manipulated like that felt so emasculating, and I couldn't stand the thought of anyone knowing. Now I'm just alone in my bed and I have so many emotions that I'm not sure how to process. I know I can't just lay here and sulk, but that's what feels right. Can someone please give me any advice or guidance as to how to process and let it go? This person has forgiven their cheater for more than 3 or 4 times. And forgiving so many times makes it so worse. Now the cheater obviously thinks that their partner is not going to leave them even after cheating. So they are going to continue with their pattern, and I wonder what will happen next. I don't think I can do this anymore. I've been with my wife for 12 years. I have done some terrible things in the past that I can for sure say has put strain and damaged our relationship. Recently, she has had 2 emotional affairs, and I just found her starting again with someone she says is just a friend, but I know he's not. She keeps telling me I'm crazy and that I shouldn't go through her phone, and I swear she thinks I'm stupid or gullible. I told her after the last affair that I didn't want her to talk to any men online, and she agreed. Now I don't know what to do. I feel broken, I feel paranoid, and I just don't think I can do this anymore. I think I might actually be losing my mind. I know it's never okay to blame the victim, but what's surprising is this person too has done nothing, close to nothing, when he found out about the first 2 affairs. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Like, leave the house for I don't know, a week at least. Don't do her tasks, create havoc. If you don't do anything, she'll think that it's okay to cheat, and she'll keep doing that. I cannot say a lot to the cheater except that don't cheat. It's not like they're going to stop cheating. So I know you've been cheating on me for 2 months now. No, I'm sorry. Don't panic. All I want you to do is don't cheat. Okay. So if you ever get cheated on, 3 steps. Destroy the place, move out, don't do their tasks. Wait for a few days or a few weeks. If they reach out to you, good. If they don't, also good. Move on. I know it's easier said than done, but what needs to be done must be done. So do it. I feel like I can't breathe. This person has written too much for a person who can't breathe. I found out he's been cheating on me for weeks by going through his phone 2 days ago, and have ghosted him since. I went home to my parents' home. See, this is the right response. You move out. act. So I wouldn't have to be in the same city, but I'm effing shattered. I'm crying to the point of hyperventilating. He was my everything. I moved cities and university for him. I lost friends to stay with him. I gave him everything and more that I could, and I loved him. I am torn between feeling grief, hurt, humiliated, angry, every bad feeling there is. But I can't stop remembering our good times and crying and picturing him going to people's houses to cheat on me. And I hate myself because I had this sick feeling for about 4 months that he's been unfaithful. But every time I asked him if he had anything he needed to get off his chest, he would say no. If I pressed the issue further, he would gaslight me into thinking I'm crazy for even wondering. I forgave and forgot again and again. I'm also having to hold myself back from unblocking him and seeing if he has called or texted. But I know he hasn't, and it will hurt more knowing that for sure. Can I please get support? I'm only 17. Never thought he could do this to me. I truly believed he loved me, but rethinking the past 2 years just makes me connect dots and realize all the lies. I cannot bear the thought of having to drive back to my flat, to have to then go to his place to pick up my stuff and drop off his. It's too much. I'll never let myself get back together with a cheater, but all I want him is before he cheated. I still haven't properly processed it's real. I keep thinking it's some effing nightmare I'm gonna wake up from. She's just 17. She needs to move on. Get your stuff. No, you are like too baby, at least in my head, for all this to happen to you. This is really sad when you put an age to it, right? My head won't take no for an answer, neither will my heart. I've caught my husband in 3 emotional affairs. This has happened with time in between each of them, but regardless, I almost wish they were physical because the emotional affairs seems to hurt worse. Maybe that makes sense to someone dealing with a similar situation. I don't know. Here's my dilemma. I have a gut feeling, which I've been told to always trust. I don't know if I agree with that he is yet again having another emotional affair, but I am unsure how to find out the truth. My heart, my soul, and every atom of my existence needs to know. I'm not able to ask him with sincerity as I have to show evidence in his face for him to admit anything. How can I deal with this inevitable anxiety, and how do I find out the truth? Would it be wrong for me to find someone to message him and see if he would pursue? How do I find someone willing to do this? I'll do it. I'm fucking killing myself slowly and can't seem to stop until I find the truth. First of all, I'll do it. Second, again, what did you do the first 3 times he had those affairs? Actually, this situation is a little different as the affairs mentioned here are emotional, and in this situation, although I can somehow understand why you would have not reacted, because I know if I were in this position, probably I would have thoughts like, probably he's only oversharing, or probably I'm overreacting if I do anything. They're just talking and not doing anything explicit or intimate. So I think that's a good idea to see if he would pursue a relationship online and go on to actually physically cheat. I think I'm too young to answer this question because somehow I still want him to cheat physically so that it actually qualifies as cheating, and I know that thinking is just so wrong, but I think I've not been emotionally cheated on, so I actually don't know how to respond it. Too young. Should I end it due to infidelity? I'm seeing this girl for 1 month. You should end it. This is the right moment. If you want to end anything before it's too late, before it's 3-4 months and you're heavily invested, end it. Anyway, for the sake of continuing, let's just continue. She lives 1 hour away, and we had, I don't know if I'm allowed to say all this online. So they had that thing without protection the first time. Since it is a long distance, I have trust issues. She keeps saying that her landlord has to visit her to collect cash all the time, and I find it weird. She was unemployed at the time. Also, she has a new job in her casino. and her manager offered her a lift, which she accepted as her Uber wasn't working. Now she says her manager always makes advances on her, and she told him that I'm not around a lot. Should I end this relationship due to cheating or what? She has not cheated yet, right? I don't get this post. Also, it's such a red flag. The girl and even the guy agreeing to do it for the first time without protection. The whole thing is a red flag. Posting this year too, my boyfriend 32 and I 28 are in a long distance relationship. We have been dating for 6 years and he moved to a different city more recently. I came to visit him this week. Something just felt off and yes, I checked his phone. I just have a strong intuition. I found him sexting 2 women. I didn't scroll further to find details. With one woman, it was just suggestive. With another, I realized she had actually been in the city and they had been introduced to each other at a show. I found several video chats on Instagram. He asked her to come live with him for 2 days. She had declined. Very raunchy messages ensued. I confronted him right away after I got my heart to stop racing. I told him I wanted to end things. He said it didn't mean anything. No. He literally called her to stay with him for 2 days. It does not mean nothing that I could have all his passwords. He only wanted me in his life. I just ended the conversation for the day. I'm heartbroken and confused. For context, he is very considerate as a boyfriend, makes me laugh, etc, etc. But we have had indifferences in our preferences. He has cheated on me with his ex of 5 years once at the start of our relationship, and I have found him texting before. So such incidents since then, also because I've stopped looking. Definitely leave him. And what is the thing about giving passwords? He can easily make new accounts and cheat there. Next, yet another bonkers story. Hey all, firstly, it's been extremely therapeutic reading the posts in this forum. Not the initial posts, but the advice and stories of becoming better, stronger and happier. I like that. Thank you for saying the latter part, otherwise you would have seemed like a psychopath. Here's me. Male 46, married for 22 years, 2 sons 20 and 16, wife is also 46, and apart from the usual marriage issues, nothing unusual. This year I noticed her being a little out of character. For example, she came off the pill a few years ago but went, oh god, this is such a long post, I'm not going to read it, sorry. That's it for today. If you've been cheated on, don't starve. Fake it till you make it. At least try to move on, make some friends, and most importantly, heal before entering another relationship. And if you are the cheater, don't cheat. And okay, bye. If you haven't noticed it, I'm still new at YouTube, so any kind of support would be really helpful. So yeah, subscribe, like, share, comment. No pressure though, but please do it. Bye.